It's hockey night in the hangar for the Saturday night, and it's the possibility of a nightmare on Monson Lane as the TSI World Bees welcome the Sheffield Steeldogs for their Halloween game for 2023. The Sheffield Steeldogs have started the season off well, losing on Tuesday night to the Leeds Knights. They are currently in, I believe, sixth place. I haven't looked at the table, and I sent it to the producer earlier. That's brilliant. The TSI World Bees currently sit third and flying to start the year. As this week on the wheel of commentator, I'm joined by former Bees netminder, former Bison netminder, former Whitelink Raider netminder, current Basingstoke Buffalo netminder, Dan Weller-Evans. Dan, thank you for joining me.
Pleasure. No, it's nice to be back in the hangar and taking some hockey. A lot of players I've not seen before, so should be interesting. Should be a good watch.
So a lot of players you haven't seen before. A lot of them obviously you have played with. Obviously for the spell you were at Bees. Obviously a lot of Bison players here. You know a lot of the team around here in the hangar. So hopefully you'll be able to bring us all the insight into all of that tonight.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, it's great to see all the guys in one place, and you know, they've made a great start to the season, which might surprise some, but for myself personally, not at all. So yeah, no, hopefully I'll be able to help out a little bit, I suppose.
Well, you say it starts to the season. The table as it stands going into tonight's games, the Bees currently sit in practically nosebleed territory from the last few years, up in third. 13 points from 10 games. They trail the Leeds Knights by 5 points. The Leeds, as I said, they beat the Sheffield Steeldogs on Tuesday night by 4-1. The Milton Keynes Lightning currently sit second. Sheffield Steeldogs are almost right there. They're seventh at the moment. They have played 2 games less than the Leeds Knights and 1 game less than the Bees. But Dan, as you can see, that top 6, obviously split by only 6 points at the moment. It's very tight. Which obviously team leaps out to you most at the moment?
I mean, for achievement and turnaround from last year, it has to be the Bees. I mean, you know, I think 6 wins. I mean, I was only here till November before I decided to call it a day. But you know, I don't know we had that many wins in November last year. So, you know, Hull have made a massive improvement as well. You know, the table, the top 8 for the playoffs don't really surprise me at the minute. Romford maybe to go up there. Bristol again, very young team. Solway, they're finding their way in the league. That's always going to take time. We saw that with Hull. We saw that with Leeds when they joined the league as well. So, you know, I guess as to be expected, I'd expect, you know, Raiders to be up there a bit higher, but other than that, the top 8 don't surprise me really.
As a player, when do you really start looking at a table and thinking, right, we're in a bit of trouble here, or we're pushing this? It's probably not until about Christmas time.
Christmas, yeah, Christmas is where the league kind of starts to, you know, teams fall where they fall in Christmas, and they don't really change too much within a couple of positions maybe, but yeah, Christmas is the way. It's very early now, but you know, all the positives from the Bees at the start of this year, you know, they can take that forward. I mean, it's a massive turnaround. The morale from the guys I speak to, which is most of them, is very, very high. So there's no reason why, you know, that can't keep going throughout the season.
Well, we'll bring you the 2 teams quick. Firstly, the home team tonight, the TSI World Bees, in their Fred B. Kruger jerseys. 5, Ollie Nags. 9, Vanya Antonov. 18, Ryan Webb. 19, Will Stead. 21, Marcel Balaz. 23, Dominic Gabai. 24, Dan Rose. 27, Josh Smith. 47, Edgars Landsbergs. 74, Liam Morris. 75, Brendan Baird. 91, Aidan Doughty. 94, Stuart Mogg. Netminders 36, Brett Shepherd. 44, Griffin Priest. Missing tonight, Adam Rossbottom, Jack Hobbs, Harry Harkup, Harvey Stead and Josh Kelly, all due to injuries and other commitments. Our visitors this evening, the Sheffield Steeldogs. They line up as the Hull Seahawks. Producer Nick, it's the wrong button. There we go. 4, Lewis Bell. 5, Brady Doxey. 6, Ben Morgan. 8, Tom Dermott. 13, Vlad Volkanovs. 14, James Spur. 17, Jason Hewitt. 20, Jonathan Phillips. 22, Ollie Turner. 23, Michael Danico. 26, Tom Palmer. 42, Tim Smith. 43, Sam Cooper. Makes his return to Slough after pre-season. 71, Jack Branner. 73, Matt Bissonette. 75, Ben Cutts. 81, Charlie Thompson. 90, Jonathan Kirk. And 98, Tate Sugar. Netminders 31, Daniel Crow. And 34, Dimitri Zamozdra. As the Bees take to the ice behind us. Dan will get some thoughts from you in a minute. Obviously before that, we do have the national anthem by Danny Percher. We'll be back in about 2 minutes' time. Well, I will say this, Dan, you've possibly picked the worst night to come to this, with the worst numbering to be seen from a distance all year. We'll have.
Do you know what? It's really strange seeing the Steeldogs in orange. You know, playing against them for 10 years in blue and in orange is a little bit confusing. I thought the Steelers were in town.
Oh no, you said it already. We mentioned this, obviously mentioned the Steeldogs. It's a team that maybe, as we said earlier, hasn't performed quite to the standard they should at the moment. You've got players like Jonathan Phillips, Matt Bissonette, Jason Hewitt on this team. It's a power-packed top line.
It is, yeah, and it could be invaluable to the youngsters they've got in the team as well. So, it'll be a bit of a transitional period, I suppose, for them. But they've got their packed with quality from top to bottom. They've got probably one of the best goalies in the league as well. So, give them a chance to win every single night.
Speaking of goalies, starting net months for both teams. Firstly, for the TSI World Bees, Britton Priest gets the start in net. He will have started all 11 games so far this year. He currently has a 6-3-1 record, an .892 save percentage, 3.7 goals against average in just over 583 minutes in the crease. At the other end for the Sheffield Steeldogs tonight, starting netminder is Dmitry Zamozdra, the demigod. 2-3-0 going into tonight. He got the start on Tuesday night. That lost to the Leeds Knights. He has a .914 save percentage in 5 starts this year, a 3.01 goals against average from 299 minutes in the crease. And as Dan said, possibly the best netminder in the league. Definitely the most underrated netminder in this league, personally.
Yeah, I mean, he's been top quality in this league for years, even going back to the EPL days. But also for the Bees, Priest in net. I mean, I hate to say I called it when he made, where it was announced that the Bees had signed him. He's a hell of a goalie, and seeing him play a lot in the Elite League. He was a bit of elite backup, but he played a lot, and he played above imports as well in that league. So it's no surprise for me to see how well he's doing this year.
No Welsh bias detected in that at all.
None at all.
His referee typically drops the puck. Please come around. Huge hit by Ben Morgan on Liam Morris to start the game off. And the Steeldogs turn the puck over. Stuart Monk collects from his own blue line. Over to Will Stead. Tipped on ahead by Doughty. Falls to Liam Morris. Morris with a chance in front. So by Smarter. Rebound. Not put in at the back door. Bees still with it. Smith down to, I believe that's Rose. Said these numbers are going to be fun all night. Steeldogs the other way. Phillips, possibly his first game in Slough for, well, definitely at least a decade, if not ever. Shot from the hash marks, flutters over the glove of Priest. Mod takes a hit from Sam Cooper, who is clearly here to make a message tonight. Stead takes a hit from Hewitt, loses his stick in the process of break. Steeldogs with it. Phillips drops it back to Hewitt. Hewitt's shot from an obscene angle, scores 55 seconds in. And the Steeldogs take the lead through Jason Hewitt.
Yeah, I was going to say it was such a good start from the Bees at that first shift there, getting a good opportunity. The only thing we didn't do was score, but that's such a smart play behind the goal there from Phillips. That takes me back to the Nicky Chin days of just behind the net, down the blind side. The goalie has to go with him because with the quality he has. But we said at the top of the stream, didn't we? They're just top quality players.
There is a reason Jonathan Phillips played 800 Elite League games, I think it was. These win the draw. 55 seconds the time of the first goal of the night. Goodbye, tries to bring it up ice, gets it from Antonov. Cooper again with a big hit on the blue line. Steeldogs turn it over, shot from the hash marks off the glove of Priest from Volkanovs. Ballas tries to clear the zone, kept in at the blue line. Kirk backhands it down low. Baird is first there, intercepted by Shudra. Puck comes loose, Priest will cover up. Again, it's the second game in the last 3 where the away teams come out firing. Solway scored in the first minute a few weeks ago, and the Bees found themselves quickly in a 3-0 hole. How quickly is it to park that first shift behind you now and go again? You
have to. I mean, it's a 60-minute game. Sometimes you can say that it's better to concede earlier than later. You've got a lot of time to put it right. But Bees are really struggling to clear their zone at the minute. He's got another one here kept in. If you don't clear your own blue line, you're going to get in trouble, especially with a team as offensively talented as the Steeldogs.
The Bees finally able to bring it up ice. Ryan Webb up the right-hand side, push into the corner. Tries to go back to the blue line and lose out the puck. Dogs turn it over with Turner. And set about away at the right-hand side. Shot comes in blocked by Mogg. Doxy's able to get there ahead of Will Stead. Palmer spins away, finds Doxy again. He loses out the puck. Webb almost misses the hit there. Is Doxy able to bring it away? Puck once more kept down low in the B's end. Wilstead up the right-hand side. Landsbergs knocks it on the head and will go for a change. Steeldogs look for the breakout. Puck up the right-hand side. Phillips, the front of the net again, looking for Bissonnette. This time covered up by Priest. He'll hold on. 2:38 gone in the first. The Steeldogs have come out fast to start this game. This is an understatement.
Yeah, they have, and you know it's vital on the road to get a good start. You know, you can't have the bus legs. It's a long journey down from Sheffield, so to get a good start, it kind of puts that all behind them. You know, it normally takes a period or two, but when you get a good start, you know, it's gone. You go from there.
Shot comes in from the blue line, covered up with a second opportunity for Priest. Smith with the chance. Jason Hewitt's second goal of the season on that first Steeldogs goal. Can we say they start slow? It's the second time again. They've had a team that's shooting under 7% this year come into the ring and start first shot, first goal.
It also surprised me that it's only Hewitt's second goal of the season, to be fair.
Yes, there's a lot of that. I know there's been a lot of questioning about the slow start this year for the Steeldogs, but it will come, as it always does. There's only so long you can keep players like Hewitt, Phillips, Bissonnette quiet, and tonight it was under a minute. Steeldogs from their own end, cross-ice pass finds Bissonnette. Flips it on ahead. Balaz launches it out of play. The Steeldogs want to delay a game call.
Straight over the bench.
Nothing doing there.
You've seen them given, though.
Yes.
You have seen them given, but no, it's straight over the bench. It's not penalty.
The referee started Mr. Richard Belford and Tim Pickett. Nick did put them up on the screen. I forgot to read them out. Sorry. Face off, won by the Steeldogs. Back up to the blue line. Just gone out the zone there by by Sam Cooper, I should say. 42 and 43 are going to be a pain from this angle. Steeldogs from their own end. Look to start the attack up the right-hand side. Volkanovs loses out to Morris. Steeldogs retain the puck. Gets in at the blue line by Baird. Tries to go down low. Deposits Volkanovs. Steeldogs falling over each other. Baird with it. Attempts to pass down low. Comes back to Brendan Baird. Shot is saved by Zamosdra. The first chance of note really on goal for the Bees.
You have to do well to beat Zamosdra from there.
Got to do well to beat Zamosdra from anywhere, really.
Yeah, fair point.
If there's one of his nights where he's deciding he's going to stop everything, you're in trouble. How important is positioning for just any shot for a netminder at this level?
Very. I mean, you know, you want to be as square to every puck as you can. Obviously, that's not always doable, and you know, I guess the things that people don't see is that the saves that look the best are actually because you're in the worst position. You know, ideally, you want everything to hit you straight in the chest or straight at you, but you know, you need to be able to recover as well. But for a shot like that one from Baird, you know, he's out, he's square. Yeah, you have to do an absolute laser beam to beat him from there.
And Brendan Baird is more than capable of a laser beam. We've seen it once or twice already this year. Another puck goes out of play, just over 4 minutes gone, but importantly for the Bees, a face-off in the Steeldogs zone.
I'm quite surprised at the change of the top line for the Bees. Changing Vanya for Doughty. Obviously from afar, it looked like that line was really going to start the year. Doughty, Balaz and Dom.
It's been an awkward one. So there's Balaz with it behind the net, I should say. Spins away from Bell. Tries to find an option, finds goodbye. Back up to the blue line and Mogg. Down low once more to Balaz. Takes a hit from Bell. Antonov. Finds Wilstead, blue line loose in front of goodbye. Goodbye shot saved by Zamosdra somehow. And the Dogs able to clear. The Dogs going for a change. Bees trying to go quick. Wilstead loses footing on the pass. Still finds his way to goodbye. Goodbye, trying to drop off for Balaz. Still in there for Dermott. Back up to Wilstead. Stead shot blocked in front. Still trying to clear. Turned over in front. Penalty on the call. 5:02. A hooking call coming on the Bees. And we'll see who. I believe it's Wilstead.
Balaz, I think.
It's Balaz. Sorry, I should say that, yep. Balaz 2 for hooking at 5:02. You're saying about the top line, it's a weird one because obviously a lot of the emphasis has been on Gabai and Balaz all year, 24 and 26 points. The rest of the team hasn't really started. I think this is where we're trying to get Vanya Antonov, more importantly, firing, just to change it up. And last week it looked good. This week, obviously, it hasn't started well. The Steeldogs go on the power play. Steeldogs only 5 power play goals so far this year, 13.51%. But as I say, you can't keep this line with Bissonette, Phillips and Hewitt down for long. As the shot comes in from Hewitt, is blocked in front. Bissonette down to Phillips. Back into the line, Hewitt winds up, fakes the shot. 1-3-1 power play, shot in front, saved by Priest. Volkanov's the screen as he comes back up to the blue line, Jonathan Kirk. Kirk shot in front, tipped by Volkanov's. Save again by Priest. He's trying clear. That puck comes up off into mouth of Volkanovs. He's all right though. Kirk keeps it in, goes down low to Bissonette. Deflection on the play by Baird. Wilstead will clear. Goodbye is away. Goodbye with one man to beat. What's an angle? Shot wide of the net. Bees primary kill 30 for 35 so far, 85.71%, which is a vast improvement on what we saw at any point last year. Steeldogs from their own end. 1 minute left on the Balaz minor. Ball into the zone, back to the front of the net. Volkanov's tip in front, that goes wide of the bar. Phillips back up to Kirk. Phillips shot, blocked in front by, I'm going to say Volkanov's on that one, as Antonov brings it up ice, kills a few seconds. Cross ice to Dan Rose. Takes a hit from Kirk. Steeldogs launch another attack into the B zone. Phillips again looks for an option, good stick and line there by Stuart Mogg. Stead with it, Palmer for company. Stead once again losing his footing. That's the second time he's done that now in a few minutes. Stead just trying to kill the last few seconds. Back up to the blue line, just under 20 seconds left on the minor. Spur. Puck finds his way round to Smith. Smith shot wide of the net. Back to Spur, back up to the blue line again. Shot in front, straight into the goal. Priest, he'll hold on with 5 seconds left of the lineup. Steeldogs power play able to get set up, maybe not getting the quality chances. Good work from the Bees, or just poor set-up play?
No, I think it's good work. I mean, there was one, kind of 2-on-1, but I think it was Bairdy that made a really good stick. Moggy's made a good block down there in front of the net as well. So, they're getting shots through, but they've got no one really in front. Volkanov's is doing a good job of it, but actually, Breton looks like he can see all the, as I say that, but he can see all the shots that are coming through. So, it's good D from the Bees clearing that net, letting Breton see the puck.
The shot came in from Smith, as Dan says, almost in glove of Priest. Steeldogs the other way, good hit at centre ice from Antonov to separate the puck from Turner. Steeldogs trying to go up on it, intercepted by Baird. He looks for Nags. Cuts, pushes Nags off the puck, finds Thompson. Hot potato going on as Nags unable to clear again. Steeldogs with it down low this time. Again with another chance in front, Danico. And Dubai able to bring it out of the zone, backhands it away. I have to say rather angrily for Dom. Finds Balaz in the slot, Marcel Balaz! The man's been on fire this year, he ties the game up 7:56. The Bees get something from nothing.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I mean, he takes a laser beam to beat Samostra from there, and that was exactly what we just saw. I mean, he's used the D-man as a screen, finds a top shelf, great finish, and he's been doing it all year so far for the Bees. Quite an underrated player from his time in Basingstoke, from what I hear, but he's he's shown every bit of his quality here at the Bees so far this season. 7:56,
the time of Balaz's goal. It's 12th of the season. We'll get the replay to you when we can. Steeldogs win the draw. Tipped on ahead by Bissonette. They get it back. Mogg collection behind his own goal. Slides it over to Morris. Cross ice to Wilstead. He'll knock it on ahead. Smith will beat out the icing call. Held up by Cooper. Steeldogs the other way. Phillips. On the right side, Mogg to beat. Shot. Gongs and Priest on the mask. He holds on.
Moggy played that 2-on-1 there really well, forced him wide, let Britton have the shot. I mean, it's hit him in the face, but it's a well played 2-on-1 there from Moggy, pushing him out wide. Britton will stop them all day long.
And there's the Balaz replay, just absolutely sniping it over the glove of Zamostra. just wait preset to get the mask back on once it's been checked. 11:31 to go in the first. We will bring you the scores from the other games during the period breaks. Can't for the life of me remember what they are this week. Steeldogs win the draw. Hewitt tries to go back into the blue line. Smith keeps it in. Shot towards goal is blocked in front. Falls to Phillips. Phillips is attempts to pass down to Hewitt, picked off by Mogg. Easy the other way. Chipped up ice. Finds Smith. Smith fakes out the D man. Shot towards goal. Comes off the side of the cage. Pucked loose in front. On the side of the net. No one really knows where it is. It's held up on the goal. Steeldogs finally able to get it under control. Going way over to Smith. Smith up through centre ice. Passes behind Phillips. He will dump it down off to Hewitt. Webb able to get it away from him momentarily. Bissonette back up to the blue line. Down low again. Good stick away in there by Will Stead. Bissonette. Pass into the slot. Phillips another chance. Deflection away. And another one back towards goal from Hewitt. Priest able to get his glove down on it. The skill on this top line for the Steeldogs is already proving a problem.
Yeah, it's scary good. It's probably one of the top lines in the league. I mean, I don't see too much of it anymore, but you know, when you've got guys like Hewitt, Phillips, Bissonette, you know, it's scary good. As a goalie played against them before, it's a scary good line. They can score at any minute.
Scariest player you ever played against?
For goal scoring,
yeah.
I'll go recently. I won't go back to the EPL days because it's gone now. But current player in the league, Kieran Brown, had my number all day long. I think he scored 2 hat-tricks on me a couple of years ago within a few weeks.
To be fair, I don't think you're the only one who's done that to.
No,
so.
I don't feel like I'm special in any way for that.
Baird at the blue line. Down low to Goodbye. Finds Naz. Loses out on the puck. Still looks to turn and go the other way. Antonov gets blown past by Shudra. Shudra again tries to go to the little slot. B's trying to come the other way. This time Antonov and Goodbye. Three Dogs company. Antonov putting on the moves on Cooper. He does a good job of making him go round the back of the net. Back up to Baird on the blue line. Well said. Misses everyone out the other side. Goodbye. Back to Baird, kept in. Backnaz loses out on the puck. Steeldogs can break 3-on-2 here. Man over as the trailer. Here it comes. Steeldogs with a shot that goes wide of the net. Another rebound in front. Sam Cooper misses the sitter. I'm going to say it. Back door, no one there, and he's missed the entire goal. Volkanovs collects the puck. Wheels his way around Antonov up the left-hand side. Volkanovs, good job of holding off. This time it's Aidan Doughty. These do turn the puck over. Milstead, cross-ice pass to Doughty, tipped ahead. He'll try and get around those bells. Molsner manages to able to get there and get it away. Dogs trying to go cross-ice, picked off by Mogg. Easy the other way, Doughty slides it on over to Rose. Branner tries to clear it, can't quite get it there. Steeldogs with it from their own end. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first period. I was going to say long stretch pass, but it wasn't really to anybody there. Mogg able to pick it off. Knocks it on the head, Landsbergs. Finds Rose on the right-hand side. I guess that's Morris, actually. So the number's going to be a problem for us tonight. Steeldogs turn it over once more. Chipped on ahead. Mogg is there to collect. Bees from their own zone. Stretch pass up to Smith. He knocks it on up into the stand. 7:46 to go. So obviously you're back playing in South 2 this year as well. Obviously I know it's more of a mentoring role, as you told me in the summer. Enjoying the bits you are playing?
Yeah, it's good. You know, it's very different. I've not played in that league since I was 16, which is, for context, 14 years ago. But yeah, no, it's good. I'm enjoying the coaching part of things. You know, I'm looking after the goalies. I've got 2 very good young goalies with me, so you know, it's a bit of playing and a bit of coaching at the same time. You know, this will be my last year of playing, that's for sure. But you know, the coaching thing I'm really enjoying. So this could be something for me going forward. I don't know yet. I say I called it a day last season, and I've been persuaded out in this sort of role this year, and then time to let the kids play after that.
Specialist goalie coach from now on then.
Potentially.
Go down the Damien King route.
No, potentially. I quite like the actual main coaching part as well for a team. So we'll see.
Steeldogs win the draw. The shot from Hewitt goes wide of the net. B's able to go at the ice. Good work there from Ben Morgan to get it back the other way. Phillips somehow almost works his way out of 3 men. Bad turnover there in their own zone down to Bissonnette. Bissonnette looking for Smith, pinching him off the blue line. Kept in. Goes back down to Phillips. Bissonnette with it. Back up to the blue line and goes. Endlessly cycling around here from the Steeldogs. Shot comes in from the blue line, saved by Priest. The Bees unable to just get themselves set up at the moment, and that shot comes in from blue line, gloved by Priest this time as he sees it the whole way. Jason Hewitt's chance easily seen.
It's been a common theme in this first period, Bees struggling to clear the zone. I think it was Landsbergs there that had, you know, 2 attempts to clear the zone and a turnover in the middle, but you know, if you keep going that way, there's only going to be a matter of time before these Steeldogs players punish you.
It's been weird as well. It's been a case of not getting themselves set up. It's something we haven't seen so far this year in many of the games. I can't think of any at home. You know, it's a team that's been well structured. Yeah, I know you came to a couple of the games already in the pre-season, but it almost feels a bit disjointed tonight.
Yeah, it's just clearing the zone. You know, in this league, no matter who you're playing, if you can't clear your own zone, you're going to be in big trouble. You know, Britain's made a lot of saves already. Probably the shot count's more heavy his way than it is the Ulsters, but you know, in this league, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you can't clear your own zone, you're going to be in big trouble come the end of the night.
Well, Steeldogs do put 34 shots on goal a night at the moment. The Bees conceding 35 a night, which is...
It's quite nice.
It's quite nice. 35 shots a night, though, and the team is still in third. It shows that you're taking the most of your chances, at least. And that puck not kept in the blue line by Kirk this time. He's able to find Spur. The Bees probably have a good matchup here with their top line out against the Bees, against the Steeldogs' second unit. Dumped in. Moore goes back to collect it, rings it around the boards. Once more pinned in by Volkanovski. Ballas able to bring it away. Bees want a penalty, nothing doing from the referees. Can't honestly say there was anything in that. Turned over at centre ice. Goodbye. Tries to find Ballas, that's behind him and only finds Kirk. Instead, jumps up front of the play, has to wait as the Bees are offside. Flips on ahead. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first period. That was almost a too many men call. Good jump there by, I think it's Marcel Ballas actually, to get out of the way of that one. And that one will be icing. No, it's waved off as well. Big hit delivered at the back end of that play by Aidan Doughty. Baird goes back to Doughty, tips on the head. Brought down by Bell. Steeldogs lose out on the spinorama. Another blown tyre there in front from a Bees forward. Doughty this time. Back up to the blue line and Baird. Baird shot blocked. Back to Nags. Nags goes down low to Morris. Baird. Finds his way with Doughty. Morris. Baird winds up, fires, tip in front, blocked in front by Rose, unfortunately. Steeldogs the other way. Almost a great pass to Brammer. That out the other side. Nags collects. Near Morris directing traffic there as he tries to send it back to Brendan Baird. Bounces over his stick. Morris loses out on the puck. Once more good forechecking from the Steeldogs as Baird brings it up ice. Cleared ahead, Morgan collects it. Penalty called on the Steeldogs. Elbows is the call here, 15-27. And the Bees will get their first chance on the power play of the night.
Bit of a break for the Bees there as well. Again, another one, you know, we don't clear the zone here. I mean, Nags under no pressure, throws it behind the net. It's a bad pass for, I can't remember who was behind the net now, but you know, Steeldogs turn it over and it's more unnecessary pressure. And as I said, you know, the longer that goes on, the harder it is going to be for the Bees tonight.
believe Jack Brammer heading box 2 minutes for elbows. There it is, up on the board, 15-27. Bees 11 goals so far on the power play this year, 25% of the time. Steeldogs penalty kill only got up 7 goals, 80.56. Bees, again, much like Steeldogs, this top power play unit is a machine at times. 5 power play goals for Ballast so far, 3 for Dom Goodbye, both out on the ice at the moment. Goodbye jumps in on the play, moves in, goes down low, that misses everything. Mogg down to Balaz. Winds up, fakes the shot, has another go, blocked in front by Doxy. Morgan, sorry, I should say, 6, not 5. Mogg steps up, shot comes in, saved in front. Zamolstra not sure where it is. Antonov collects the loose puck. Takes a humongous sounding hit there. And Steeldogs able to turn it the other way. Good move from Hewitt to get around Mogg. Loses the handle on the puck. And Bar's able to bring the puck the other way. Antonov up the right hand side. Goes back to Balaz. Balaz winds up 5 shots. Saved by Zamolstra off the shoulder. Under a minute to go on the Brammer minor. Bees still with it. Mogg. Shot comes in. Tip in front from Antonov. Saved by Zamolstra. Sees it the whole way. 45 seconds to go on the Brammer minor. 3:18 left in the first. Again, just a case of just trying to get this power play set up at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, there were a few good shots there. I mean, that shot from Moggy, that's not a shot to score, that's a shot to get a tip on, and you see those forwards to go to the net. But, you know, that's a very stacked top power play line for the Bees, and, you know, the more chances they get, the more it will come off. So I think you said 25%, that's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, 1 in 4, obviously. Steeldogs win the face-off, able to clear it up ice. Baird able to get away from Phillips. Nags knocks it on ahead. 30 seconds left on the Brammer minor. Steeldogs launching up ice. Priest out of his net to play it. Baird from his own goal line. Settles on an option. Finds Nags at the left hand side. Drops it off the wheel Stead. Stead down low. Can't get the hole there. Steeldogs trying to clear. Baird keeps it in at the blue line. Just under 10 seconds left on the minor. But he's still with it. Back to Baird. Baird towards goal. Tip in front again. Saved by Zamolstra as the Steeldogs return to full strength.
Liam Morris banging his sticks very loud in the ears, isn't it?
He does it every week. As Stead tries to stick under his way out of 3 men. Down low. B's going for a change. Steeldogs able to get the puck. Drop pass, interestingly, there from Cooper to absolutely no one. Luckily, a Steeldog defender is there. Actually, it's Volkanov's. Held up down low, able to find Doxy. Steeldogs bringing away, loose pass. Mogg can't quite keep it in the blue line. Morris up ice, Antonov drops it off for Goodbye. Goodbye to the front of the net, blocked in front. That's off the face of a Steeldogs D-man. Let's see who it is, but they are skating back to the bench. Steeldogs the other way. Shot comes in from Palmer, luckily gloved by Priest. He'll hold on with 1:28 to go in the first period. Obviously, after the fast start from the Steeldogs, it sort of evened out. The Bees have had a good spell of pressure, and now it's sort of gone to 50-50, both having chances. Both teams now throwing out top lines, realising it's probably a big 90 seconds to end this period.
Yeah, I think as well, you know, at the start of the game, you kind of start feeling each other out. You know, you don't often, I know we had a fast start from the Steeldogs today, but most teams will start feeling each other out, and then I think there'll be a lot more to come, you know, the next 2 periods of this game, once you know, the Bees have got hold of Sheffield's system and vice versa. So, yeah, I think we'll see a lot more than just feeling each other out. We've seen a lot of this period.
Antonov, drop pass to Goodbye up the right-hand side, into the final minute of the first period. Goodbye tries to wheel through, centre ice himself, dumps it on ahead, deposited into the Steeldogs bench by Ben Morgan there.
Should probably have the door shut.
Probably indeed. Steeldogs up ice, on goal. Priest plays it, pushes it into the corner. Baird collects. Another, I won't say bad pass, but they've been sort of behind each other all night so far, the Bees. Webb tries to clear it. Wilstead with the dummy as he sees Morgan coming. Antonov at the left-hand side. Stops, pushes it out of the zone again. Just another pass behind the player, I suppose you should say tonight.
It's a bit of a nothing pass, that one. He's got no pressure on him. Brendan's coming up into the play. It's a saucer pass. Just hard along the ice, and Brendan can skate onto that and go going on net.
Shudra spins away from no one. Rose into the zone, 5 seconds. Coming together at centre ice. Another big hit, this time from Tim Smith. And Steeldogs will bring it out of the zone to end a first period that has been very even. The Steeldogs started fast with a beautiful move, capped off by Jason Hewitt, finding one at the back door. Marcel Ballas with a laser beam to get it over Dimitri Zamolstra's glove to tie it up. Dan, 1-1 feels a fair reflection of that first period.
Yeah, I think so. Both teams had chances. I say the only thing for me with the Bees, they just need to struggle clearing their zone. If they can chip the puck out of their zone, got all the forwards going forward. They'll get a lot more chances. And if they can do that, I think they'll generate a lot more offense. And the way they've been going this year, they'll score more goals. But as you said, it's a very even period. And as I said a minute ago, I think that with the next couple of periods, we'll get a bit more from both sides now. They've kind of got a lay of the land.
Well, we'll be back in about 15 minutes time with the scores from around the league and the stats. Welcome back to the second period here in Slough. Elsewhere around the league, there's only one game currently going on, I should say. Three of the games start at 7 o'clock, and it is the Solway Sharks 2, the Hull Seahawks 0 in the second period. Hull, after losing their first in regulation last week here in Slough, could be about to go to Scotland and lose their second. But firstly, here in Slough, after 20 minutes, it's TSI Wellbees 1, Sheffield Steeldogs 1. Shots on goal in the first period, 13 on Britton Priest, 10 on Dimitri Zamolstra. The goals on that period, one from Marcel Ballas in reply to Jason Hewitt. It wasn't Jonathan Phillips on that one. Jason Hewitt on the back door for the Steeldogs to get their first goal inside the first minute. One penalty apiece. And Dan, we said it, a very even first period. Shots on goal showing that the Steeldogs slightly edging it. You've got to think that's from that sustained bit of pressure at the start of the period. Yeah,
absolutely. And, again, as I think I've mentioned it twice already, but, the Bees, they had a period of 5-10 minutes where they just couldn't clear their zone. That's going to, with the offensive players that Sheffield have, they're going to get the puck to the net. And I think that shows there. But, as you said, very even start. And I think, we're going to get a lot more from both sides now. They've kind of got their feet under the table.
As Richard Belfort drops the puck for the second period, Bees win the draw. Dan Rose. This chase on the puck. Big hit delivered by Ben Morgan. Seems to be a theme already in these first 20 minutes as well. Steeldogs, they're basically, if you're going to go into our blue line, you're going to have to take a massive hit to get here.
Yeah, I think close. I think there's a bit of a difference in the way the D are playing. So the Bees D are backing off. Once Sheffield come out their zone, they're backing off. Whereas the Sheffield D are trying to pinch and hold everything in the zone. They're a lot more aggressive. Both very effective. It's just a difference between both sides.
And also a difference in, I'd say, coaching techniques. Obviously, Dongabai very, like I said, Dongabai's system seems to be more of a case of sit back, form a box, get everything set up and take away lanes. Whereas the Dogs, it does seem to be a case of, no, you're going to get hit here.
Yeah, and the Dogs have always been a very physical team, haven't they? Going back to the days of Andre Pyatt, it was almost unbearable how physical they were for other teams to play against them. But, as I said, they're both very effective ways of playing. It's just difference. Here you can. Mo's made a great move there instead. But normally 9 times out of 10, if Mo doesn't make that move, he's running into 3 guys. They're stepping up on their blue line. Whereas the Bees sag back a little bit more.
Shot from Bissonnel off the post as the Bees struggle to count to 5. They've only got 4 men on the ice. Antonov does step out off the bench now. Obviously, you've had a lot of history with the Steeldogs.
Yes, I thought that was going to come up.
It's one of my favourite photos of all time.
It's a long time ago now. It's almost like 10 years ago, I think.
I think it is. Spur with a shot, tipped in front, saved by Priest, puck loose in front. And Bees finally almost able to clear. Antonov brings it away. Antonov spins away from Kirk, kept in the blue line by Ballas, dumped in. Kirk gets the puck off of Cooper, finds Volkanovs. Cross-ice pass, brilliantly worked around by Sugar, takes it around Nags. Shot on goal is kicked away by Priest. Steeldogs with the puck. Good see how to get away from D-man, back up to Kirk. Slides it over to Cooper. Cooper shot, tips in front. Priest with another save. Another rebound, loose in front, wide of the net this time from Shudra. He's trying to bring it away. Antonov sets Ballas on his way. Goodbye. Behind Baird this time. Tries to go back to the coach. Goodbye. Finds Ballas. Good stick in the lane there from Shooter to take it away from Goodbye. He then finds Palmer. Knocked on ahead. Palmer still with it. Able to get around the Bees D-man. Works a shot, but always going wide. Brammer. Spins away from one. Bees turn the puck over. Antonov at the left-hand side. Drop past the Ballas. Back to Antonov. Cross ice finds Will Stead. Stead down to Ballas off the post. Landsbergs is there. Shot. Kick saved by Zamolsdra. Antonov shot blocked off the leg of Dermott. He finds Ballas. Back to Landsbergs. Good work from the Steeldogs able to get out of it. Bell's clearance over Monk. And that will go the length of the ice. Icing waved off.
Not sure why.
And Smith goes to collect. Shot from the tight angle, saved by Priest. Yes, a fight, I believe was a fight on the bench, wasn't it, for you for that one?
I was on the bench for the game. The game had finished. I was on the ice. I made my way on. But yeah, again, this is the days of Andre Pyatt coaching the Steeldogs. They were unbearably physical to play against. I think they beat us 2-0. Their goalie had a flyer. And then yeah, you see the video. I got grabbed by security in the end. Don't know what happened there, but yeah, it was one of the stranger moments in my hockey career. That's for sure.
In British hockey, strange moments seem to happen every week.
Yeah, just when you think it can't surprise you anymore, something else happens, doesn't it?
Morris spins away from Smith. Good work by the Virtual D-man to get the puck away from him though. In the end, he sets Phillips away. Cross ice pass attempted to Bissonnette. Finds his way to Bissonnette. Shot over the bar. Falls back down to Phillips. Pass around the boards. Finds Bissonnette. Stick on his way round one. Smith. Over to Morgan. Morgan shot through traffic. Blocked. Phillips. Stick left on both Dogs forwards. Creates a turnover. Bees clear it up ice. That will be icing this time. No, that one's also waved off. Morgan deemed to be back there to play it.
Must want to get home early, the officials at the minute.
Phillips at the right hand side. Skates towards goal. Shot saved by Priest. Follows in the rebound. And Jonathan Phillips shovels it home. The Steeldogs re-establish their lead 24-33. And the Elite League retired Jonathan Phillips makes it 2-1.
Yeah, it was a lovely hand, wasn't it? Through the D-man, and I guess that icing being waved off actually worked in the Steeldogs' favour there.
Crashing the net, gets the first one and shovels it. I want to say it's just under the blocker over the pad.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he makes the first save, he's down, he has to readjust, but there's not a lot he can do there. He's made the first save, and he needs a bit of help there to get it back.
Jonathan Phillips not giving up on that play at least. Steeldogs win the draw. Puck with Jonathan Kirk. His pass picked off by Smith. Phillips from Hewitt for definite. I didn't hear the second assist on that one. Let's get that to you when we can. Steeldogs the other way again. Pass cross goal, sticked away by Priest. Held up against the balls there by Kirk. Shooter tries to bring it away, loses it from him. Spur does a good job of keeping it at the blue line. Down low to Volkanovs. Nags is able to beat him to the puck. Baird. Up to Smith. Tries to backhand it out of zone. Kept in at the blue line by Smith.
Seems to be a common theme here. Steeldogs D-men are keeping everything in.
And that one was kept in by Sam Cooper. So Cooper released by the Bees at the end of pre-season. Quickly picked up by the Steeldogs on a two-way with the Steelers now. I believe Dan Crow is on that two-way as well. Could be wrong.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Unfortunately, with it being the Halloween game, we get some suspect choices in music. Face off left to Priest, won by the Bees. That finds his way round to Goodbye. Backhands it up out of the zone. Off the leg of Lewis Bell. Zamolsdra out of his net to play it. Antonov can't get it away from Dermott. Doxy tries to bring it away, finds Brammer. Brammer at the left-hand side, loses the puck. Will Stead will try and bring Doxy to it again. Doxy gets there first. Hard up against the board. Bees bring it away. His top line looking for an option of fire. Goodbye on the right-hand side. Escorted away from danger by Dermot. Back up to the blue line. Misses everyone out of the zone. Mog will give chase. Mog off the boards to Balaz. He'll find Goodbye. Goodbye in on goal towards goal. Off the leg. Wilstead is there. Shot off the side of the net. Loose in the slot. Goodbye with it. Goodbye. Great save from Zamosra off the shoulder again. Goodbye then tries to bank it in off Zamosra. And that is cleared by Brammer.
It's another angle you won't beat Zamosra from.
Assist on that second goal. Jason Hewitt and Ben Morgan as the Bees break in again. Dom Goodbye, breakaway chance. Dom Goodbye, backhand finish. The coach ties it up 26-41, his 12th goal of the season. And there it is. You're saying about Kieran Brown being a deadly sight for a goalie. Dom Goodbye on a breakaway.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I actually played against Dom when I was at Basingstoke for his first game of the Bees, and I spent most of the warm-up watching him because he'd only just arrived in the country. And I thought, you know, they had Roman Malinick at the time too. I was like, oh, you know, quite similar to Roman. I think his first shift, he went behind the net, backhand, and got it stuck behind the back bar. And from then on, yeah, he's just such a dangerous player. And, you know, it's great to see him taking this coaching role too, and it doesn't seem to be affecting the playing side of his game either. So, with that goal there, the Steeldogs just got caught on a long change, which usually happens in second periods of games. But, you know, Bees did really well to capitalise on that. The quick pass out of the zone, Vanya handling it quite well, and then passing it off to Dom. Yeah, he's not going to miss from there. That's an angle you can score from. Doughty
up from the blue line shot, saved by Zamolza. Rose can't get on the end of it. Again, harried by Kirk. Puck bounces loose, Thompson collects. Goodbye from Hansenhoff and Balaz is the second goal there for the Bees.
Making my comment of surprising of changing the lines quite redundant, isn't it?
It'd be nice to get Vanya firing at the moment, and that's only his 6th point of the season.
It'll come. He's too talented. It'll come.
No, it'll come. It's one of those things. It's once that seal is broken, it's broken for good.
Yeah, Vanny's got talent to burn. It will come.
Bees win the draw off the icing. Up ice. Collected by the Steeldogs and Tim Smith. Cross-ice pass finds Morgan. Again, Steeldogs in it out. Ben Morgan, who has been a 50-point scorer in this league, has been the last few years. Don't for a second think he's done. Still a very dangerous player at both ends of the ice as that puck comes loose in front to Hewitt. Bees able to clear Antonov, tries to get it around Smith, can't this time. Kept in Bees end with Hewitt. Round one D-man, tries to drop it off of Phillips. Phillips tries to find Bissonette, can't quite get the handle on it. Bees with the puck again. Back up to Goodbye on the right-hand side. Goodbye puts the moves on Smith, lovely between the legs move. Held up. Good. Bees still with it, Stead tries to go down there to Goodbye. Steeldogs turn over again, Bissonette 2-on-1 chance here. Matt Bissonette with a chance on goal, that goes over the crossbar. Former Dundee Star there.
Again, though, perfectly played 2-on-1 there from Moggy. Gives both of them the shot, takes him wide, and you know he wasn't the best of shots. We've seen him do a lot better, but Moggy played that 2-on-1 perfectly.
Cooper through centre ice. Sets it off to his right. Finds his way over to Shudra. He gets his pocket picked. Bees once more not quite able to get away with it with Webb this time. He finds Goodbye.
Long shift for Goodbye here.
And Antonov is still on the ice. Webb with it through centre ice. Those two will change. Webb with a shot on goal. Zamosra has to hold on to it. And hold on he will. 10:58 to go in the second period. Face off to Zamolstra's right. Won by Shudra. Around the boards. Volkanov takes a big hit from Stead. Bees unable to keep it into the zone for now. Shudra collects the loose puck. His pass to Spur picked off by Webb. Bees trying to set up. Wilstead bounce off the advertising board there, which is always interesting in this rink now. finds his way back up to Kirk at the blue line. Shot through traffic, loose in front, batted out the sky there in front, and the Steeldogs take the the lead again, 29-41. I think it's James Spur on that one, hitting it out of the air for the third goal.
Yeah, it's one you can't do a lot about. It's just a great bit of individual skill batting that out of the air.
We'll wait and see. We had one of these the other week with Marcel Balaz where it was correctly called high sticks.
Yeah, I don't think this one was.
No.
Very, very low. But it's just a great bit of individual play, and that that happens in hockey games.
Steeldogs win the draw. Dermot with it.
Said we get a bit more.
Yep. James Spur with the tip on that one for the third goal for the Dogs. Dermot finds Doxey. They're a team that's very good at killing games off as well, Sheffield, in the third period.
Yeah, they've got a lot of experience. They've got a lot of depth, and they can kill games off with ease. The Bees need to keep going. I mean, the Bees are having their chances. It's not that the Bees aren't having any chances whatsoever. So, game's far from done yet.
The Bees probably overload the wrong side this time. Offside would have been called, and now it's a breakaway the other way with Tom Palmer. Palmer at left-hand side, shot towards goal.
What a save!
Brilliant save from Britton Priest on Jack Brammer. Bees not happy with that shift from what we can hear below us. Bees the other way. Morris looks for a man off the bench. Finds Will Stead. Stead shot into the glove of Zamosdra. I think we do have the replay on the third goal. Here we go. Yep. That's a beautiful cover drive, that.
Yeah, it's just unlucky. I mean, the shot's blocked, it goes up, and it's just a great bit of individual skill. There's nothing anyone on the ice from the Bees perspective can do about that.
Get that man in your first 11. Hewitt wins the draw, back to Smith. Finds Phillips, drops it for Morgan. Bissonette tips it on ahead. Mogg around the boards, Antonov finds it. Kicks it down for Mogg. Cross-ice pass to Goodbye. Goodbye stick hands away round Smith, right to the front of the net. Shot saved by Zamosdra again. Kicked off the line by, I think it's Tim Smith. Hewitt the other way with Phillips. Finds Morgan. Morgan up the right side, off towards goal. Priest with the catcher. As I mentioned cricket, I made myself sad. I said about that in a moment, the better.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Too much pain.
Unexpected pain, which makes it worse. You can see it coming, it's a bit better, isn't it?
Face off to Priest's left. Won by the Bees. Nags, who's had a tough go of it in this game so far. Steeldogs seem to have taken a liking to him with their physical play. The Bees will bring it up ice. Balaz looks for Antonov. Antonov trying to get around Smith. Antonov still with it. Pass goes back up to the blue line and Nags. Bad shot blocked in front by Tim Smith, and it's 4-on-2 for the Steeldogs the other way. Phillips back to Hewitt. Jason Hewitt shot off the post and out. Hewitt back to Morgan. Down low. Still with it. Cooper. Fans on that attempted pass. That's off the balls, and the Bees will go the other way. Goodbye will quite easily beat Morgan to the puck. No one with him in a maroon and black shirt. And the Steeldogs will turn over again. Vanya Antonov tries to go back to Goodbye. Goodbye turns and shots off the skates of Smith. Morgan even. Bissonette up ice. Chips it on ahead. Phillips will give chase as the Dogs change. Held up in the corner now. Finally comes loose. Bees will try and bring it up ice. Pass it through centre ice, almost on the stick of Landsbergs. Volkanovs brings it the other way. Weaves his way round one. Volkanovs to the right hand side. That one's off the post and out of play.
I think it's off his stick. It's the lucky, the butt end save that makes every goalie happy and every forward fuming.
Deliberately wrapping 15 rolls of tape around it. Make sure that thing is massive.
Every save to save.
Tell that to shot counters.
Wow, yeah.
Face off the left breeze, shot comes in blocked in front. Goes behind the net, Bees collect the loose puck. Landsberg's up to Webb, loses the handle. Volkanovs, up right side, cross-ice pass to Spur. Spur, brilliant poach hit by Mogg to get it away. Up ice, icing signalled and called on this one, 6:48 to go.
Wonder what the difference is between that one and the one that wasn't called that led to the goal.
Not a tied game. Who wants to be a referee? Face off once again, won by the Steeldogs. Bell pinching in, that takes a deflection, goes out the zone. Chipped ahead, picked off by Webb.
Great play by Webby.
It is, it goes back to Ryan Webb, who's got 4 orange shirts around him. Spins away from Doxey, takes a hit. Finds Smith, drop pass is attempts to Landsberg, Doxey's in the lane. Bell flips it on into the corner. Stead is there, up ice, Morris. Towards goal, up into the glove of Zamosdra. He chooses to hold on at the final minute. And the face-off will be in the dog zone.
It's not a bad play from Mo there. Get it on net, get him to hold it. He chased the puck down himself, got through. You know, Zamosdra would have wanted to play that and get the Steeldogs going back the other way, but it's a great play from Mo just to make sure the face-off stays in the Steeldogs end, and hopefully the Bees can generate some offense from this now. Dimmy's
one of those rare net minders, especially in this league, where he almost seems to enjoy playing the puck out of the net more than he does having it on the goal.
If you're comfortable doing it, you're like a third D man out there for the team. So if you can get the puck playing it and, you know, get the puck moving down the other way, then, you know, if it goes wrong, it looks bad, but actually when it goes right, it doesn't get noticed as well as it should, I suppose.
Morris from behind the net, spins away from one. Goes the other way, tries to shovel it in on goal, puck loose in front. Zamosdra, we say, diving forward. Coming together as it comes off the skate of Doughty and bounces into the glove of Zamosdra.
Bees are having quite a good look here. You're getting behind the net, throwing it out into slot, and the Bees forwards, you know, they're out battling the Steeldogs D at the minute, and they're getting those chances, but again, Zamosdra's so experienced, he knows how to play those situations, and so far haven't beaten him just yet.
5:51 to go in the second period. Face off to his right again. Steeldogs able to roll out this top unit once more. Morris back to the blue line, shot in front off the blocker of Zamosdra into the corner. Hewitt tries to get there ahead of Doughty, able to bring it down to Smith. Finds his way back out to Morris, flips it high off the glass, tries to get a Doughty. Morgan will get there, able to clear it. Phillips completes the job. Morris is back to collect, finds Woolstead, loses out. Morgan up to Hewitt, tips it on ahead. Phillips is there first. Phillips towards the goal, puts on a move, and Jonathan Phillips gets his second of the night. Easy as you like, simple backhand finish under Britton Priest. 34-47. And the Steeldogs lead is at 2.
Yeah, another great bit of individual skill. I need to see that again, where Higg got out of that space. But again, it's a great move. You know, not a lot Britton can do about that.
Just a case of maybe the system breaking down momentarily, just one man being out of position, it all falls apart. Yeah, and leaves one of the more dangerous players in the league with a breakaway chance.
Yeah, it's one of those things that sometimes you can get away with it, and it does happen. You know, hockey's a game of mistakes, and you can't always be in the right place every time, but when it's a player like Jonathan Phillips, he's not going to miss.
Cross-size pass to the Bees, finds goodbye. The fans want to call there as he's brought down by Kirk. Nothing doing. Bees, Steeldogs the other way, I should say. Volkanovs drops past for Cooper. That shot is wide. Kirk collects. Goodbye, able to get it away from him. Antonov through centre ice. Skates straight at Kirk and Cooper. Shot from Balaz. Rebound loose in front. Balaz again with another shot. Almost kills Goodbye. Back into the blue line. Baird shot through traffic straight to the stick of Tate Shudra. 2-on-2 the other way. Shudra up the left hand side, blows past Baird. Backhands it towards the slot. Good work by Ollie Nags to get in the way and block that. Kirk down low. Return pass. Back over to Cooper. Shot towards goal. Sticked away by Priest. Steeldogs battling away, bringing out from the corner. Back up to Kirk. Towards goal, blocked. Rebound, takes a high flight up into the corner. Shudra gloves it down. Over the spur. Kirk with it again. Volkanovs can't get there first, goes round to Cooper. Bees finally able to cause the turnover. Balaz up ice, his attempted cross ice pass blocked off. Sam Cooper taking exception to Marcel Balaz. The referee's arm is up. The Bees will go back on the power play. Sam Cooper enjoying his return to the hangar. 36:27, the time of the penalty. Haven't seen a call signalled here. Two minutes of cross-checking is the call, finally. The Bees go back on the power play for the second time tonight. And with a 2-goal deficit, it almost feels a big moment in this game now.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can go into the period break, one down, if you don't get one after that as well, I mean, you feel like you're much more in the game than two. But actually, the 2-goal game in hockey is not a lot. 20 minutes is a long time to play. 23 we've got left in the whole game. But obviously, this is a massive moment. It's a great chance to get one back for sure.
I'll say one thing as well, the Bees have been quite bad on giving up short-handed goals this year. 4 already in the first month and a half of the season. Given up on the short-hander, 2 of them in Bristol, 1 kill. Antonov with the puck, down low to Balaz. He's got 2 Steeldogs in company. Antonov able to bring the puck away from the path, back up to the blue line. Mogg, down low to Balaz, back to Doughty, and that is a good stickler from Tim Smith. And able to clear the zone. Goodbye is back to collect. Mogg behind the coach once more. 3 white shirts all in a line at centre ice. Balaz wheels the way through one. That pass again is behind Antonov, who blows a tyre. Hewitt collects the loose puck, finds it up ice. Bees from behind their own net. Mogg strokes and ice. Doughty is offside. Jumping the gun momentarily. Face-off will be back in the B, just outside the B zone. 1:08 left on the Cooper Minor. 2:41 in the second.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. Need to see that again, whether that was actually offside.
Don't think the camera moves fast enough, unfortunately, for that one.
No.
The face-off goes the entire length of the way back together into the B zone. Phillips wins the draw. Morgan clapping just floats into the corner. Mogg also blows a tyre. Bees struggling to stay on their feet tonight, which is a weird one.
Blame Gary.
Blame the equipment manager. You're a braver man than me. Bees into the zone, almost brilliant there from Don Goodbye as he tries to stick on his way through the entire Steeldogs team. Antonov keeps it in the blue line. Goodbye with it. Looks for an option, finds Doughty. 38 seconds. Down to Antonov. Sticking away from Smith. Takes a high bounce. Goodbye able to get away from Volkanovs. And back to Antonov. Antonov with it. Down to Balaz. Back on his way to round to Goodbye. Back to Balaz. Balaz shot takes a deflection off, I want to say, the back of Ben Morgan and saved by Zamozdra. 20 seconds to go. Face off in the Steeldogs zone, which is probably where the Bees want it. They will send out a different unit as the power play line heads to the bench. Face off to Zamoldra's right, won by Hewitt, whistle immediately blown. Always fun face-off violation.
It's one of those things. I've played hockey for like 15 years at this level, or EPL back in the day, and I still don't understand face-off violations.
I understand it when it's like, you blatantly jump the gun.
Yeah,
but
other than that, I still don't get it.
Nope. See, it's not just fans. Hewitt into the Bees zone, as I say, giving up short-handers. That shot is wide. 5 seconds left. Bees with the puck. Let's keep all step out of the box. Bees through centre ice. Stead towards goal, into the glove of Zamolstra. He'll hold on. 1:27 to go in the second period.
Got a good YMCA going on next to me here.
Yeah, and that's the one downside you do get for being up here, Dan. You do get to put up with the dancing of Thomas and the producers. Happened a lot last year. We didn't have much to cheer about.
Yeah, I was there.
Steeldogs the other way. Jonathan Phillips for the hat-trick. Jonathan Phillips sniping home the hat-trick. And the Dogs make it 5-2, 38-41. Jonathan Phillips gets his 6th of the year.
Yeah, I think this period break now can't come at a better time for the Bees. Again, player like Jonathan Phillips, if he's through on goal, he's not going to miss. And if he does, it's a rarity.
There's not a lot more that Stuart Monk could have done about that one.
No, it's you know, he's trying to get his stick on the play. It's all he can do. But a player as quick and as skillful as Jonathan Phillips, he's going to blow past most D-men if he's put in that situation.
We said the Steeldogs had a slow start to the season, and they've picked tonight of all nights to fire it up.
It's these special jersey games, they're cursed.
They absolutely are. Bala stopped at the blue line by Ben Morgan. Final minute of the second period. Bees can't quite get out of the zone. Cross-ice pass finds Antonov. Antonov skates towards goal. Tries to go for the backhand off to Morgan off the side of the net. Another penalty coming here on the Steeldogs. Ollie Turner will sit 2 minutes for slashing.
That looked like one of those penalties to me that, you know, when the forward's free and the D-man does anything because the forward's free, it looks like a power play. But again, a good time to get one, and you know, it's getting into that territory now where the Bees need one.
39-11, the time of the penalty. Ollie Turner sits 2 for slashing. So big 49 seconds here. Turner sits for 2 minutes or less. They put 21 on the board, but there isn't a 21 on the team, so that's always fun. Face off to Zamolsdra's right. Bees can't keep it in the zone. 40 seconds to give it the best here for the top line. Goodbye. Great diving poke check from Morgan to take it away from Doughty. And that keeps the Bees at the wrong end of the ice. Doughty with it with 30 seconds. Hands over to Goodbye. Bees finally up ice into the zone. Balaz. Off the boards to Antonov. Goes back to Balaz. Brilliant poke check again by Volkanovs this time. He's able to bring it away. Skates through centre ice, 3-on-2 for the Steeldogs. Phillips just pushes into the corners into the final 10 seconds. Round the boards, Antonov can't get there ahead of Morgan. Morgan with enough time, if he can get on stick, he can't, and that will see the end of the second period. A second period that the Steeldogs have taken their chances well. A hat-trick in the period for Jonathan Phillips, 3 beautiful finishes, as well as James Spur with a bit of acrobatics to bat one out of the air. The Bees got 1 on the board in that period with the Don Goodbye breakaway. After 2 periods, it's Bees 2, Sheffield Steeldogs 5, and Dan, the Dogs are good for the money here.
Yeah, they are, and you're starting to see it in the last kind of 5 minutes or so in the period. You know, the Steeldogs are still moving up the ice as a unit. They've got those chances, you know, individual chances, but they're moving up the ice as a unit. Whereas, for me, the Bees they're starting to just take it up. One person's taking up the ice, and they're going against 5 Steeldogs on their own, and you know, you're not going to get a lot of zone time playing that way. So hopefully, you know, the period breaks come at a good time. They can reset now, and we can hopefully get a feedback early in the third, and then we'll see where the game takes us.
Well, we'll have a big final 20 minutes coming up shortly. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the Scores Around League and the stats from the second period. Welcome back to Slough for the third and possibly final period here tonight. Elsewhere around the league, the scores are the Solway Sharks 2, Hull Seahawks 0 at the end of the second period. It is the Peterborough Phantoms 2, Swindon Wildcats 1 at the end of the first period. The Milton Keynes Lightning 2, the Telford Tigers 2 in the first period. And it's the Bristol Pitbulls 1, the Raiders 2 in the first period. Here it's TSI World Bees 2, Sheffield Steeldogs 5. Shots on goal in the second period. There were 17 on Britton Priest in the Bees net. And my God, did it feel like it. And 12 on Dimitri Zamolstra in the Steeldogs net. 3 goals in the period for Jonathan Phillips, 1 for James Spur, batting it out in mid-air. 4 very nice finishes from the Steeldogs. And 1 also very nice finish from Don Goodbye in that period as well. Makes it 5-2. The Bees have 1 minute 12 left on the power play to start this third period. And Dan, it feels like it's a very big 1 minute 12 where the Bees really kind of need to get a goal here. A Steeldogs kill probably puts it to bed.
Yeah, they need to get at least some chances and get the momentum for the rest of the period, if nothing else, on this power play. But as you said, I think a goal is almost key now. But as I said, if you can get the momentum and build that throughout the rest of the period, it's not the end of the world if you don't score. And I'm sure the boys have been told in the room, if we don't score in the first minute, then it's not a problem. We keep going. But it'll be interesting to see how the Bees play this one. They need to get the offensive, but every time they've looked like that, the Steeldogs have countered with speed, and they've managed to get a lot of odd man rushes as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out now.
As Brecon Priest leads the Bees back out onto the ice for the third period. A busy man tonight already. 30 shots, 25 saves so far. Dimitri Zamolstra at the other end, 20 saves on 22 shots. I say that because all goalies need love, and obviously with no game sheets at the moment, they don't really get made public.
No. But no, I mean, Burton's had he's had a night's work in 2 periods, so and he's played well. There's nothing he can do on any of the goals there, I don't think. There's none that I'd say, oh, he'd want that one back. And same for Zamolstra, to be fair, but Britain's faced the amount of, the more shots so far.
This is coming from the man saying 30 shots is a night's work. Aren't you averaging 45 a night at the moment?
Yeah, my top score so far this year is 74, I think, in Guildford. But yeah, no, it's tough sometimes, but you just give the goalie some love.
Who'd be a goaltender?
People that aren't good enough to be players.
Lies. Typically drops the puck. We're underway in the third period. Stuart Bog collects the puck from his own goal line.
That was my perspective anyway. I can't speak for anybody else, but I wasn't.
Hey, I watched you play mini sticks earlier.
That room's wicked.
Goodbye into the zone. Finds Balaz. Antonov. Back to Balaz. Puck finds his way onto the stick. Goodbye shot. Straight to the chest of Zamolstra.
Another shot for a tip there didn't come. I mean, you're not going to beat Zamolstra with that, but again, it's a shot for a tip. It's not a shot to score.
Does establish zone presence at least for the time being. Face off to Zamolstra's left. It's cleared out of the zone by the Steeldogs immediately off the draw by Jason Hewitt. Ballas spins away from Bissonette, finds Goodbye at the right hand side. Drops it off for Antonov. Antonov's shot, again swallowed up by Zamolstra. Clear shooting lane. There's also a clear sight of it.
Yeah, if he sees it, he's going to stop it, especially from that angle on the half wall. If he sees the puck, you're not going to beat him from there, unless again, a bit like Balaz, from a different area, but unless it's a lazy, you're not going to beat him from there.
Face off to Dimmy's left. Once again won by the Steeldogs. They've done a good job of winning draws and killing off time in penalty power play so far. Bees with it, 20 seconds left on the Turner minor. I'm trying to remember who it was, with it being 21 on the centre ice clock. Steeldogs try and clear. The Volcanovs will lead a breakout. Again with Ballas for company. He's able to hold him off and flip it down below the Bees' net. Kirk throws man up ice, loses the puck to Goodbye. Ballas with it. Steeldogs back to full strength as Antonov wheels into the zone at the left hand side. Keep company. Right the way round he goes to the front of the net, and Balaz, that shot goes wide of the goal. Antonov first to loose puck, finds Goodbye. Backhands it back to Antonov, that's off Zamolstra, and I think it's gone in! Vanya Antonov!
Deja vu.
Gets his first of the year, banking one in it seems off Dimitri Zamolstra, 41-26.
Looks like deja vu. They're behind the net, throw it back up the short side.
Oh, there's a tip in front as well here.
It's off Balaz, I think. Not that you knew much about it, but it's off Balaz.
Just as I give it to Vanya Antonov, like they did in Leeds on Saturday, it might be going to a different person again. Marcel Balaz gets the goal by the looks of it, makes it 5-3. Goal number 13 of the year already, which is obscene for this time of year, and the Bees are about to go on the power play.
Steeldogs need to compose themselves here because they keep giving power play goals away, and following up with the power play again, you lose the momentum for the period.
And that's offside. There we go. Tripping is called. Balaz does get the third goal. Deep What's the hours themselves? 2 minutes tripping at 41:46 is the time of the penalty. James Spur.
We said about the start of the period the Bees need to get some momentum, and the Steeldogs are just giving it to them. Really, they got a goal, and they give them a power play straight away.
Spur will sit 2 for tripping, 41:46. Bees third goal. Balaz from Antonov and Mog.
Linesman's forgot the rules here. The Bees should be able to choose which side they take that face off from.
There was quite a clear point for it to be on this side, but I don't know what's going on here. Face off will be to Dimmy's left again. Bees win the draw. Back up to Mog on the blue line. He'll step in. Backhands towards goal. That goes behind the net. Antonov collects. Down line. Back to Antonov. Shot comes off a stick. High up into the netting. Out of play.
Need a bit more patience there from Vanny.
Obviously, as a goalie in a moment like this, the pressure's really on. Is it just important to, stick to what you know, breathe? There's nothing on you really, or is it a high stress moment?
It's a bit of both really. I mean, it is a high stress moment, but you need to compose yourself. You're going to get shots, and the main thing as a goalie, if a team plays a power play right, you've got a guy in front of you that there's no D man there to move them because you're a man down. So it's one of those. But as you said, the same principles apply. You stop the puck, get square as much as you can, but it's just a lot more skating involved as well, which people don't appreciate. It might not be as many shots even if the power play doesn't go well, but you can see here Zamolstra post to post having to keep moving around. The puck's going to go up, back, down, and it's just a lot more skating. It grinds you down if nothing else.
Mog shot from blue line, tips in front, saved by Zamolstra. Goodbye with it. Shot in front is blocked this time by Smith. Steeldogs able to clear. Was it something you practiced a lot in your times? Obviously, the whole thing of you having to move post to post really far, really quick.
Yeah, I mean, in British hockey, you don't often get practice for more than an hour. You do always dedicate, every team I've been on, you dedicate a lot of time to power play, and that's the main time where you practice it, because a lot of time is drills and flow drills. It's very hard for a team to dedicate a lot of time to just the goalie, so you kind of practice it more in drills, power play drills, or there are like game like simulations you make, but there's enough time to practice it, but there's not like a specific time for you just to work on that with nothing else going on. It's normally power play or game like situations, breakouts, neutral zone, falling into the offensive zone work.
Bad shot goes over the bar. 10 seconds left on the Spur minor.
Liam Morris again with his stick.
With his hitting stick out. Now he's down low. He's still with it as the power play comes to an end. Quiet night on the power play for the Bees. Bird shot, tipped in front, saved by Zamolstra, who's got his leg planted against the post. He'll hold on. Sam Cooper once more making friends with the team that got rid of him in pre-season. The face-off will stay in the dog zone. Dogs win the draw. Break out up ice with Hewitt. Finds Bissonette. Cross-ice pass to Jonathan Phillips. Shot on goal. Kicked away by Priest. Bissonette is the first person to it. Shot from the blue line. Straight into the glove of Priest. He'll hold on. Just under 16 minutes to go in the third period. Face off to Priest's right. Won by the Bees. Dan Rose loses out in possession. Steeldogs with it from behind the Bees' net. Hewitt leaves it for Spur. Bees on the breakout with Rose. Through centre ice, backhands it, attempt over, not quite there, picked off by the Dogs. Now come the other way. Bissonette to front net and Hewitt. Hewitt shot over the blocker of Priest and wide of the post, luckily. Morris is able to clear the zone. It's spun around by Morgan for his troubles. Hewitt. Drops it off, flipped ahead. Nags will collect the loose puck. He finds Doughty, leaves it for Nags. Doughty, cross ice. Finds Ballas, Ballas towards Antonov. Antonov to the front of the net. Another big save from Zamosdra. Back to Goodbye. Goodbye shot blocked. And Goodbye will collect the loose puck. Back to Ballas. Ballas, fans on shot, can't quite get a hot touch of it. High stick is called. Face-off will be inside the Dog zone. The Bees generating chances in this first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone in the Steeldogs down. You can see every break and play. Zamosdra's going for a little skate. You know, it's a leg burner. It grinds you down. You know, the more zone dome you get, it grinds the goalie down. I can speak from that perspective. And you know, it was a bit unlucky. Yeah, the puck bubbled off Ballas in slot. You know, you will know he finishes from there.
Bees with it. Goodbye looking for an option. Shot takes the deflection, goes off the plexi. Nags collects the loose puck. Slides it across to Ballas to front of it, and Antonov. Puck still loose in front. Big save there from Zamosdra again. Dogs able to clear. Baird can't keep it in at the blue line. Nags goes back to Baird. Off the glass, knocked ahead. Icing called. And given, we'll go length of the way back with 14:14 left on the clock. Face off to Priest's left. Another face off violation.
Not sure why.
Bees win the draw. Try and clear the zone. Antonov will get the loose puck, fires it across to Ballas. Icing is signalled again. Ballas will easily beat that call out. Spins away from Cooper. Ballas from the goal line down to Goodbye. Goodbye from behind the net. Puck pass to Antonov. And there's a high stick on Goodbye. Goodbye's gone down. No call giving the Dogs the other way. Chance to kill the game off. Save from Priest off the Kirk shot as Goodbye is still down. The fans don't agree with that one. That looked accidental to me, if anything. There was no malice in it at all, I think.
No, I don't think so, but
Well,
you know,
here
you've
we
got
go.
to control your stick. There's a replay coming.
And there's Goodbye from behind the net. And there's a chance for Antonov, and it's James Spurrier. It's a case of not knowing what you're doing. There seems to be no intent in it, so I think no call is probably the right call.
Yeah, you just need to be in control of your stick, don't you? It's one hand of your stick it's been swung out, but as a case of a battle, so it's not your standard high sticking call, but you know, you still need to be in control of your stick at the end of the day.
Goodbye is up and skating to the bench. Can't say that.
Probably a sore one. Part of it is a sore one. Part of it is, you know, you're trying to get a power play for your team. You know, it's not like a benefit of replays, but
it has drawn blood because we've just had a call for rink staff to the ice, so that will make the fans even less happy with that decision.
yeah. And there's whistles galore going on.
Well, they've called for rink staff, and the linesman down at the Bees end of the ice obviously hasn't heard that. I believe that's Mr. Nathan Carmichael tonight. We need someone with a shovel.
Morris has done his fair time working in rinks. He can do it. Just use your skate.
It's a momentum killer at this point, surely.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's frustrating. It's a momentum killer. You know, the Steeldogs had a good chance as well, so they might feel the momentum's getting taken from them too. But yeah, as you said, it's a momentum killer, and it's just frustrating for everyone. You know, the game's getting a bit of a rhythm now, and it stops something like this, and it looks like the rink staff aren't quite prepared for it at the minute.
Well, we say they're not prepared. I don't actually see any of them.
We're stood right above where they are, and we don't know where they are.
We're stood right above where the rink staff hangout is, and there's none of them.
These are the things. Just use your skate, quickly move it.
I can see someone frantically running around now. This is the thrilling coverage we can bring you on Match Night Live. Start of the season, we had a delay due to a drug raid across the street.
Really?
Yeah, that one was fun.
Brilliant.
Now we've got no ice staff to clear the ice.
Yeah. He ran around, but I don't know where he's gone. Went behind the stands, I think.
He's gone to get a friend.
No,
there's now two of them. They've now gone to get more people from reception. It's sad. We can see Liam Morris down here below the Zamboni doors, and he's literally pointing at what they need.
Tony Skins is down there. He knows his stuff. Go get the shovel, Tone. It just kills all my... Oh, Dan Rose is there as well.
Here's Steve Merry. Here we go.
Here he comes, look.
None of the actual members of rink staff are here.
The epitome of fitness, Steve Merry charging around the rink. Bless him.
I'm just loving Liam Morris standing by the door. It's like, yeah, you want that one, lads. I think the referees have somewhat said...
Oh, they've given up. They've given up.
They've given up just that they have actually given up. That is...
But Steve Merry's got the little chippery thing. Well done, Steve.
That's quite embarrassing for the
Here
staff.
they come.
Here they are.
Staff are here.
I make that 3 minutes.
Wakey, wakey, fellas.
Face off to Priest's Right as we return to ice hockey. The fans now chanting, "You don't know what you're doing at the rink, staff."
One job while the game's going on.
Morris at the left-hand side. Don't worry, they've got a mop.
That'll do it.
Steeldogs with it behind their own net. Bissonette. Nice. At least his top line has now had a nice break as Jason Hewitt dives in the zone. Takes a tumble. He wants a call. Nothing doing.
No, he just lost his foot in there. He's shouting at the referee. There's nothing going on there.
Morris drops it for Doughty. Doughty's shot is blocked. That was from a ridiculously tight angle for that one. This is quite fun.
Great play from Moggy there.
Good stick away in the front bog. Rose will bring it the other way. Flips it ahead towards goal. Smolstrom happy to kick it behind net for Cooper. And that puck takes a bounce off the linesman. Nags up to Gabai. Gabai at the left-hand side. Gets round Sam Cooper. Goodbye to Antonov. Vanya Antonov is Johnny on the spot. 47-14, and now he's got his first goal of the year.
Sticks in the air. We used to joke about it with Vanny. He throws his stick so high up in the air when he celebrates. But again, in the right spot. Lovely move from Gabai on the half wall as well.
It's all Gabai absolutely sending Sam Cooper for dinner. Here it is. It's just off shot there, but it's a lovely move, and Vanya is the right man at the right time.
No matter, people say he's been out of form, but as I said, he's got talent to burn. He's not going to miss from there.
Bees at speed now. Goodbye into the zone. All of a sudden, it's a 5-4 game. Baird keeps it at the blue line. Down low. Balance. Moves it around. Goodbye. Just to see a ball comes out to Balance again. Spins away from Kirk. Balance tries to go to Antonov, stick in the lane. Puck finds the way back to Antonov. Baird. Nags. Antonov from Gabai and Balaz. Antonov shot for blue line.
All came from a really good defensive breakup from Moggy as well.
Yes. How Moggy's not got the point that Balaz did, we won't know, but hey ho.
It's a third assist. The one that people don't see, but it's a plus on the plus minus.
Absolutely. Baird flips to the ice. Volkanovs collects the loose puck. Steeldogs with it. You have to say the Bees fans now kind of back in this game. They were quiet after that second period. Antonov will bring it up the right hand side. Steps inside. That shot goes over the bar. Steeldogs the other way, chipped ahead towards Palmer. Wilstead is there. Stead fires it the other way, icing waved off as Bell collects. Bell's pass only as far as Mogg, and that will be offside anyway. I should just say, as an update on the rink staff, they came along, picked up all the stuff, they made it all the way round to the back of the DJ box, and then turned around and came and put it all back again. So the blood is still on the ice.
There we are. Don't worry about the game commentary, we'll just commentate on the rink staff situation.
That's what they're here for. I should tell her, they're here for you. Steeldogs win the draw. Bees with it. Ryan Webb quite happy to go back into the zone. Finds Mog. Olmsted's pass off the boards and into Bell. Palmer can't get out from under his skates. Puck takes a good bounce away to a Steeldogs player. That pass also weighted, but still finds his way over to Palmer, who can't get there ahead of Will Stead. Rose tries to go off the boards, kept in by Brammer. Palmer. Round the boards it goes to Brammer. Mogg able to separate him from the puck rather easily. Puck flicked up ice to Smith. Rose up the right hand side. Through into centre ice, loses the puck for a moment, spins away from Morgan. Both players take a tumble. Morris. See the return pass, Lee Morris in front. Lee Morris shot saved by Zamozra. Seemed to come off his shoulder. Worked a good angle on it. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the game. Face off to Zamozra's left. Won by the Dogs. Now look to bring it uprights this time. Fired over to Bissonette. Hewitt trying to sneak in back door. Goes back up to the blue line. Shot comes in off the shoulder of Priest into the corner. Morris will get there first. Kept in at the blue line. Another big blonde coming in. Blocked in front by Rose. I actually saw one. Bissonette wheels it away, tries to push the backhand shot. Phillips back up to the blue line. Shot comes in again, takes a few deflections, this time goes wide of the right hand post. Dantley can't clear it, and Langs will collect the loose puck. Waits for a man. Rose will lead the breakout. Gets over centre ice, dumps it in, goes for a change. Zamozra out of his net to play it. Spur can't get it away from Antonov. Antonov tries to drop it off. Mogg is there. Stuart Mogg with a shot. Dimitri Zamozra, that is outrageous. Goodbye with a shot from the title. Another save for Zamozra. And that one looked a sore one. He was looking the wrong way, and Stuart Mogg with a goal at his mercy. Dimmy managed to get back and save it.
Yeah, it's a hell of a save. You know, Moggy's got a hell of a shot. You know, he's played forward himself. You know, he will find the net from there. That would have been on target. It's hard to see with all the bodies in front, but it would have been on target. Yeah,
I did see that comment on Moggy's goal from last Sunday. Where put, yeah, anyone would forget I was a forward. It's
yeah, I'm old enough to remember those days.
I remember when he came into the Bison, he was a forward for a few games.
Yeah, good one too, to be fair. You know, Shep threw him on D, we were short on D, and you know, he took it like a duck to water, and he's never looked back since. But the offensive side of his game is there. I think we're right in saying he's top scoring points-wise for defensemen in the league, I think.
I
he's up there, isn't he?
He is tied first going into this one.
Yeah, so and again, that's not a surprise to me. You know, he knows where the goal is.
There's 11 points in 10 games so far, which
for a D-man's outrageous.
Yeah. Had a great start to the year, part of that killer top line with Balaz and Gabai. Steeldogs win the draw. And managed to almost break out. Offside is signalled, and then immediately waved off. The Dogs don't like it, and the referee behind the play has to call it.
Pickett's called it from the B's goal line.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. And also, actually, no, I don't think it is offside. Can't tell if it's offside or the fact the clock never ran. So I've just looked up an 8:34 at the exact same time it was a minute ago.
There's a Steeldogs player down below us. I'm not sure where he's going.
Michael Danico is currently running around below us.
Is he part of the ring staff?
Trust you to turn up for one night, all to go to hell in a handcart.
Yeah, that's what I do.
He's with it with Balaz. Cross-eyes pass finds Will Stead. He tries to slide around to Antonov. That misses everyone, goes out to Balaz, skips over his stick, takes the deflection off of, I believe, that's James Spur's stick, and goes up into the penalty boxes.
Has he made? Oh, he's back to the bench now. That's not a fun run to skate with skates on.
He's just got to make it up the stairs now. Bees with it down low. Again, trying to shovel it in short sides. Zamozra covers that.
Bees need to do this now. I mean, Zamozra's stayed down hurt a little bit. They need to put as much pressure on him as they can now.
It's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, and that. But now is probably the time. If he's, and it all comes from the momentum. The Bees have had all the play this period, and as I said earlier, it grinds you down, and you can see now that each time he goes down, it's taking a bit longer to get back up again.
Face off to Dimitri's left. Won by the Bees. Goodbye. Stick on his way round Volkanov's. Goes round the boards. Balaz shot through the crease. Stead jumps in, fires from a triangle puck loose in front. Zamozra covers it up. There's a couple of shovels going in there. Play will start with 7:51 to go. It all starts to get a little bit tetchy.
Yeah. I said that Priest has had a night's work in 2 periods. Actually, he's had a much quieter one, which is probably quite nice for him. It's all been down. Bees have got all the momentum they have done the whole period.
We'll have another face-off in the dog zone. Now able to come away with the face-off this time. Morgan fires off the boards and another stick in the lane, this time from Goodbye. Back to Antonov at the blue line. Balaz goes back to Antonov. Antonov's shot from just outside the hash mark, saved by Zamozra, and that goes out the zone. The Bees are one icing, and it is called. 7.5 minutes to go here in the third period. It's a very tired-looking Steeldogs line, this one. This top line of Bissonnette, Phillips and Hewitt has been out for a good minute and a half now.
Plus the amount of shifts they've taken earlier on in the game too. It's a long night for them. In the rink like this as well, Slough, things happen quickly. You get broken down quite quickly in this rink.
Rose wins the draw, back to bed. Shot through traffic, saved by Zamozra. Steeldogs turn it over, get it up centre ice. Baird is there, tries to go to Webb. Bounces over his stick. Dogs found on the pass, still finds a way up to Phillips. Nags able to break the play up. Morris will collect the loose puck. Nags to Rose, he flips it ahead. Morgan will get there first. 5 around the boards. Dogs the other way, Hewitt chips it on ahead. Nags beats him to it. Rose is able to get it away from Phillips, only as far as Bissonnette. He drops it back off to Smith at the blue line. That shot goes off the backboard. Bissonnette out front. Hewitt fans on the shot. Morris with a stick lift. Dogs will reset. B's able to get a change in. Cross-ice pass into Phillips. Comes off him and into the corner.
I feel like we're going to see that for the most part the 2 top lines go at it for the next 6 minutes or so.
They are going to be the decider. Baird finds balance. Antonov up the left wing. Drops it off for Will Stead. Stead takes a big hit from behind. Just escapes the zone there. Goodbye collects. He fires it across to Antonov. He'll leave it for Goodbye, who forgets to take the puck with him. Steeldogs clear it, only as far as Mogg. Again, just a bit scrappy period of play. Steeldogs clear it up ice. Mogg beats Doxy to the puck, held up. Stead around the boards, Palmer bats it down. Back up to the man pitching it off the blue line. Shot goes high up into the netting. 5:39 to go as Dermott takes the shot. Face off to Priest's right.
Long shift here for this top line again. As I said, I think the 2 top lines are going to go at it. They'll get 3 other lines out there for a bit of a breather, but I think for at least 75% of the next 5.5 minutes we'll see both top lines.
It's got to be 30 seconds, have a blow, get back out there and do it again. Will Stead with the loose puck. He leaves it for Mogg. Finds balance. Round spur. He's got Shooter for company. Escorts him into the bench. Cross-ice dump in is picked off by Kirk. He crosses it up to Balaz. Goodbye. Shot that comes off the leg as the Molsbury bounces away from goal.
Didn't know a lot about it, that one.
Steeldogs the other way. Cross-ice pass finds way to Spur.
Great play, Moggy again.
Poke check from Mogg again.
Been solid on the back end tonight. To be fair, all the Bees D, man, they've got 4D tonight and they've all been solid.
Goodbye, gets poke checked by Zamolstra. Barlas collects the puck. Back up to Morris on the blue line for this shift. On his way round to Baird. Barlas. Back to Baird. Down low, Steeldogs get the loose puck. Now look for an outlet pass. Dumped into the corner as they look to get their top unit out now. They have. Morris will wheel away from Phillips. Steps inside, Lee Morris tries to go to the front of the net. Good defensive play from the Steeldogs this time. Tim Smith is the man there to break the play up. Morris I should say, not giving up on that one. Steeldogs the other way, flipped high, takes a wicked bounce. For a minute there it looked like he was coming into the corner below us. Basically like a Shane Warne leg break. It's turned back in on Priest.
I was literally about to say a nice little leg spinner.
Adore she could never.
Not a minute.
4 minutes to go, and the Steeldogs still lead by 1. Rose can't get the draw ahead of Hewitt. Back up to the blue line, shot in traffic, saved by Priest. Steeldogs just looking to kill some time by keeping it down this end of the pad. Bees win the draw with Dan Rose. Central here, he's been a face-off winning machine at both ends of the ice.
Very underrated player, Rosie.
Bees sent back the other way. Baird with the loose puck. Tries to take it away from Bissonette. Ends up coughing it up to Hewitt. Bissonette again. Tries to drop it off to Hewitt. Nags doing his best to pin him to the balls. Bissonette, no look pass off the skate of Baird. Nags loses out to Phillips this time. Phillips looking for a pass, finds Bissonette in front. Backhands it towards goal, no one there. Wide. Hewitt collects. Bissonette tries to go back to the blue line. Not kept in by Morgan, but it will kill a few more seconds as the Steeldogs have to go offside.
Bad change.
Phillips, and that is offside.
Got away with it. All 5 Bs guys go for a change. Puck hadn't even gone past the red.
3:14 to go. Goodbye shouting instructions to Bill Webb on the bench.
We've fallen into a bit of a thing now where it's one team's top line against the other team's shutdown line, and then they try to get that mismatch.
Bees win the draw. Wilstead. He'll spin away from Palmer. Stead tries to set Goodbye on the way, loses out. Kirk will collect the loose puck. Knocks it off for Doxy. He's able to clear the zone. Mogg. Over to Wilstead. Turn pass. Stead fires it up to Goodbye. He'll knock it on ahead. Bars tries to beat the man to it. Can't. Goodbye collects a loose puck. Goodbye to the centre of the zone. Shot towards goal, blocked in front. Steeldogs still with it, quite happy to kill some time, turning over the Bees from behind the goal. Comes back out to Baird. Baird can't find a shooting lane. Ballas this time can't get a handle on it. Bellman able to push him away. Not kept in the zone at the blue line by Stuart Mogg. Bees retreat. Ballas sent back, Nags. Able to get it off the boards to Ballas. Finds Antonov, can't get it on his tape. Kirk able to clear it up ice. Icing called with 2:04 on the clock. At what point as a netminder do you start looking towards your bench?
1 goal game, probably minute 15 and less.
Timeout of Bees, I should say at this point.
2 goal game now, but with I say a minute or so to go. But you need to make sure you got the good zone time as well. You got to make sure you got good presence in the zone, established presence in the zone. It's not just a case of a minute and go. It's you need to make sure your team are in a good spot. If you've got a face-off down their end, or if you've got good zone presence in their end that's established and you're comfortable, then it's time to go. But I wouldn't say just yet.
No, for me it feels too early. And as I say that, Griffin Priest steps on the bench.
What do we know? What do we know? I think, yeah, I do think it's a little bit too early. The Bees have had all the momentum this whole period, apart from maybe the last couple of minutes. they're creating those chances with 5 men on the ice. But I get why it's done. It's a good chance to do it. The Steeldogs couldn't change. They can from the icing, so I get it. But I say I feel a little bit too early.
Well, they did lose the draw, and they were lucky Tom Palmer couldn't get on the end of that one. Mogg. Inside the final 2 minutes of the game. He's goodbye with it. Finds Balaz. It just feels a bit of a risk, and on a night where the passing hasn't quite been crisp enough, it feels a risk, but let's see if the risk is worth the reward as goodbye skates past one D-man, showing in front, Sabars and Mulder, another shovel attempt in front, off the side of the net. Steeldogs will clear it out of the zone, and more importantly, it's not iced. Mogg, off the board, only fires it off the leg of Tom Palmer. He'll hold it up against the boards. Dogs, more importantly, able to get this top unit back out as the Bees get the puck away. Balaz over to Antonov. He can't get hold of it. Luckily, Doughty is there. He knocks it on to Antonov. Towards goal, covered up by Zamosdra at the second time of asking. And we'll have 1:15 to go. The face-off in the Dogs' zone.
I can't see much happening in terms of line changes here for either side.
No,
maybe the odd person, yeah, just one.
I think the one change I did see was Matt Bissonette finally stepping on the ice for Tom Palmer, because Palmer also had to chase down the puck both times.
Yeah, I don't see we'll see another line change now for the rest of the game.
Nope. Not unless there is an empty net goal or vice versa. Bees win the draw. That bounce takes it away from a man in maroon. Steeldogs will try and clear it up ice. Phillips, only as far as Mogg. Lose out the puck again. Phillips will quite happy to hold it down low. Steeldogs not looking for the goal, and obviously they don't need to, as the Bees bring it away with Balaz. Inside the final minute now. Balaz tries to spin away from Phillips. Bees want a penalty, they're not going to get one. Balaz drops it off for Doughty, tries to find loose, that's goodbye. That is a great pass, and the Steeldogs are going to ice it as Jason Hewitt puts the icing on the cake at 59-23. A phenomenal pass. Just past a despairing dive, and the Steeldogs get the 6 and kill the game off. Jason Hewitt.
Yeah, he's not going to miss from there, is he? There's not much more to say about that. He's a great pass out, he handled it, and he's not going to miss. It's a shame though, I mean, I say the Bees have had all the momentum this whole period, I say maybe by a couple of minutes, and just couldn't quite get another one to tie the game.
Jason Hewitt with one of the easier goals to score all year. The Bees win the draw. Britton Priest back in net, I feel I should say, as the Bees go up ice. Steeldogs clear, 30 seconds to go. Nags wheeling away from Spur.
It's an exciting player, Nags. I quite like the look of him.
He's had a tough night tonight. I don't think he was expecting him to be so keyed in on physically. Every time he seems to be on the puck, there was a Steeldog there to hit him, but he has been quality through the years. He has a shot on goal blocked by Spur. Goes to the final 10 seconds. The Bees will take it out of the zone as the Steeldogs skate off with the 2 points tonight as they win 6-4 here in Slough. Bees frustrated with that loss, which it's kind of good to see.
Yeah, it's good that they're not satisfied with that. Say last year if we lost 6-4 to Sheffield, you might say it was one of the better performances, but actually they're not satisfied with that, and it's probably frustrating from what I saw up here. It's a period of 10-15 minutes of the games actually cost them, and in this league, if you don't play for 60 minutes, if you win, it's not going to happen every time. You have to play for 60 minutes. Doesn't matter what team you are and what team you're playing against. You have to be able to play for the whole game, and if you don't do that, you make it very difficult for yourself. And I think that's just kind of where they fell short. I mean, they played well. They had a lot of the chances of the whole third period of momentum. Pretty even first. It's just that second period's cost them there tonight.
Sheffield, I started the night by saying they were started slow, but there was nothing really to be worried about. And this is probably the first night this year where they've really kicked on and looked good value for the win. Yeah,
they did. I mean, I haven't seen them at all this year, really. But, they started well. They got that. As an away team after a long trip, it's very easy to start slowly. They battled through that. They got that goal early, which kind of wipes that out. And then, the second period, they really kicked on and kind of blew the Bees away a little bit, didn't they? And then the Bees come back in the third. But as I said, Sheffield had 3 consistent periods of ice hockey. The Bees had the better of the third, but the Steeldogs didn't.
It's the orange. It's throwing you off.
They didn't look that uncomfortable, I suppose. And yeah, it's just, as I say, they played 3 periods of more consistent ice hockey than the Bees did tonight.
They've always been a team that has been very good at shutting games down, no matter what the situation. That third period, if they have a 2-goal lead or more, they've always been good at killing games off. It's remarkable when you think about it.
Yeah, they do. They get in shot lanes very well. They make a lot of blocks. Them and Peterborough are 2 teams that they just get in the way of everything, and it's very hard to get shots to the net. And if you do, you need to capitalise on those. To get those tips in front, get those battles in front, and there wasn't as much of that today as we've seen earlier in the year, I suppose, from the Bees. But it's nothing to be too disheartened about. You know, they've still made a great start. You know, that's not going to go away. Actually, that'll be their benchmark for the rest of the season. You know, these losses happen.
As we move on to man of the match, the visitors tonight. Now, I'm not going to say it first because last week I was told I could pick them, and then they announced 2 completely different people. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to wait for this. I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but there's a chance. And the man of the match of the Sheffield Steeldogs is Jonathan Phillips. Like I said, we picked it up here. It's the second time I've ever seen this man play live, and you can just see the quality there.
Yeah, it's the next level up, isn't it? And you know, he's a model professional as well. He goes about his work the right way, and he's got the skill to match that. So, top player in this league, he is always going to be. It's
one of those things. The word legend is obviously thrown around a lot, but in terms of GB ice hockey, he is up there as one of them.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I don't know how many caps he's got for. He's all-time leading, isn't he, for caps for GB now? You know, the role he's played both in domestic and international ice hockey for the country is remarkable. You know, he definitely is up there, 100%.
As the Steeldogs go for their lap of honour, it gives me enough time to say, Steeldogs fans, for those of you who joined us here tonight, thank you very much. You're only here one more time this year. It's Saturday the 3rd of February, 6:30 PM face-off again. If you can join us in the rink here in Slough, we'd love to. If you can join us on the stream, obviously, we'd love it just as much. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed your evening. Enjoy your 2 points. Enjoy the home game tomorrow, I'm going to guess. Again, I haven't looked at the fixtures this weekend. I'm really sorry.
You'd hope so.
It's a nightmare. I'd like to say I'm not busy, but game sheets are a nightmare.
Can we just appreciate this Halloween costume?
I haven't seen what it is. Oh my God, someone's come as a referee and they're blind. Oh no, they've got a walking stick. Oh dear. I did this down at Gosport last year where they did similar, and people turned up with it. And they didn't turn up with the blind mice costume and stick. They turned up with the blind mice idea and referees' names on the back.
Oh, what, actual referee?
Actual referees' names on the back.
Oh, no, dear. Not sure.
That one did not go down well.
No, there's a line, I suppose, and I think it was maybe even crossed on that one.
As we await the man of matches, we've got a few presentations. Also, it was the Chuck-a-Buck and Chuck-a-Duck winner tonight, I believe, won replica Halloween shirts signed by the team. Thoughts on the Halloween shirts?
I like them. You know, I know they're a bit of a mixed reviews I've seen, but no, I like them. I did prefer last year's ones because I was wearing one of those ones, but yeah, no, yeah, great. And the guys here do great work on the graphics, all sort of, you know, even if it's not jerseys, it's social media, all that sort of stuff. They do great jobs.
Andy can't hear that, but I know he'll be watching it.
No, but I love Andy and he knows I love him, so it's fine. We're birthday buddies by like a day. And nobody bought us cake today, I'm just going to throw that out there.
I wish you happy birthday. What would you
want? I know, a cake.
I couldn't fit it in my bag. As we want a man match for the Bees tonight. I think this is a bit right for FT. You picked this one.
I did. It could have been a few guys. Anyone on that top line did well. I thought, you know, the 4 D men had a very solid game, considering only 4 of them. You know, Wills is a forward, really. He does a great job on D. But, yeah, I thought, you know, I mean, Balaz's first goal alone was worth it, wasn't it? It was a snipe.
You said it earlier, Masabaz, when he first signed, was... people weren't sure how to take it. And also, after pre-season, there were a few grumblings on a certain ice hockey website about whether or not he deserved the spot.
The one that no one needs to really go on.
No, this is true.
That one.
But he's on, I think it's 28 points now in 12 games, and that is outrageous numbers.
Yeah, and the thing is, he does the things that, you know, fans love the pretty goal, the pretty pass, and all of that. And actually, you know, there's a lot more to hockey to that, and you know, if you speak to any of the boys that played with him in Basingstoke last year, they'll tell you how important he is to a team. and yeah, you know, this year he's found a lot more scoring form, or obvious scoring form, I suppose, and he's quite consistent across who he's playing against. He's in bottom feed against the lower sides in the league. He scores them against everybody. Yeah, what a player.
As we go for a lap of honour, that gives me enough time to say, Dan, thank you for joining me here tonight on one of your rare nights off from the Buffalo. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, well, it's nice to be back in the hangar. You know, it's nice to be around this group and the people at this club. You know, I didn't spend long here, but I did enjoy my time here. And the reason why I stopped playing here was nothing to do with the people here. So it's nice to come back, and as you said, a bit of a rare night off. Yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm sure I'll be doing a few more throughout the year.
You'll be roped in. If you want to see Dan play, he'll be playing a few games for the Basingstoke Buffalo. I believe there's one tomorrow against the Peterborough Phantoms in Basingstoke. Get your tickets before you go. If you look for their fixtures, they are online. That gives me enough time to also say to the TSI Wellbees, their next game is next Sunday, the 5th of November, where we welcome the Peterborough Phantoms back into town. The victims of the Bees' first win of the season on opening night are back, and preferably this time without an hour delay due to a drug bust. From me, Dan, producer Nick, who's up here with us as well all night, thank you and good night.